Hi everyone, it's Nick here, and I'm glad you can make it because we're loading up Pit Fighter on the Commodore Amiga, which quite frankly is absolutely terrible. Based on the arcade game by Atari in 1990, this was published by Domark in 1991. But you select any one of three fighters. You've got the pro wrestler, the kickboxer champion, and the third degree black belt person. Now this is a terrible port. I don't know what the other versions are like, but this one is pretty hopeless. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC, the Atari ST, Commodore 64, DOS, the Game Boy, as we enter this too, the Lynx, Master System, Mega Drive and Genesis, the SNES and the ZX Spectrum. Who's this bloke? It's not explained, who cares? Now this game was billed as a contender against Mortal Kombat because the fighters' moves were filmed against blue screen with real live actors. The arcade version tends to do it okay, the Amiga version, well, I'll let you be the judge. Show no mercy, it says in a rather standard font. But the playability on this is bad. Now it doesn't use up much of the screen as well. I haven't cropped it and I never do, just so you can see exactly what the game looked like on your own TV. But look how minuscule this is. Now I'm the bloke with the red trunks. If you go into the crowd they push you back on again. They're very undetailed and low res. You can learn the moves. There are combos there, like I've just done one there to lift up the executioner. You see how energy bar's going, but I don't really feel that in control. Controls are very, very clunky. I reviewed Ready to Rumble Round 2 on the Game Boy Advance and complained a little bit about that one, but that's miles ahead of this. I mean, this was earlier, 1991, but it's just a pig of a game. I've knocked that bloke out. Very limited gameplay and not at all fun. There we go, so I've won the first purse without doing too much. But basically you have to beat a succession of people that gradually get more and more tricky. Very interested to see what this looks like on the ZX Spectrum. But if you'd bought this on the Commodore Amiga, I think you would have been very, very disappointed. Music is sort of okay. Return value on this is minimal. Look at that crowd, that's like grey. When you look at animated crowds on Street Fighter 2 and so forth, now there's a weapon you can pick up, although that's not very easy to pick up. There's a box in the background we can lift up like Double Dragon, but that's not very controllable also. Close combat feels awkward. There we go. Yeah. The fights all seem roughly the same. It doesn't make too much of a difference if you're controlling the wrestler or the martial arts person or so forth. I just want to kill myself. So I'm not doing very well. Let's just do the joystick on anything. Yeah, what more can I say about this? Poor. They're trying to add a bit of depth to the screen by putting the floor in like stripes, which works slightly. But the game just feels so unfinished. I'll try and pick this box up, but no, I won't be able to. There we go, and he just throws it at me, pinpoint, target. Have you played this game, Pit Fighter, on any other versions? Was it any better? I think I only played it once in the arcades and I thought it was okay. But it's no Mortal Kombat. I mean, if you did a freeze frame of the screen and zoomed in, you could say, yeah, it's a bit similar. It could be a title challenge to Mortal Kombat. But it isn't, is it? Very few moves. Very poor. So we won't be playing this for hours and hours, I don't think, if ever again. Now, when I put down a game, someone will comment below and defend it and say they're saying I'm doing wrong. So by all means do that if you're a lover of this game. Or if the game gets better after a certain stage, comment below and put that as well. Defend it if you must. But so far in what I've seen here and my experiences of it, it is hopeless. I think other reviews weren't overly friendly about it at the time. You made it! Well, hooray. KO bonus. And we're on a forklift truck for some reason. Brutality bonus. There wasn't much blood around, was there really? Now, we haven't even been playing this game 5 minutes and it already feels like we've been playing it but 6 years. Right, last fighter standing wins. Grudge match. Now this must be good, mustn't it? Grudge match. Let's have a look. And it's exactly the same. We seem to be fighting ourselves here. Right, 3 throws and we win. What are we doing? 1-all, 2-all, 2-1, who cares? Odd jumping. 2 people dancing there for some reason. Some doing the knee dance. What is going on with this game? Domark. Someone needs to be fired if they haven't already. You lose. Well, you're a loser if you played any time on this. Some other fighters available. Hello, you. What is the relevance of him? Don't know. Ugh. Look for the power pill. That'll give us... No, if we find that, that'll give us extra strength for a short space of time. And we're fighting some lady fighter. Here she is. So there's sticks to pick up, which I can't pick up for some reason. Stars, which looks a bit like snowflakes. I bet she'll have no problem picking these up. Yeah, she's picked one up. Oh, I floored her. Good. Maybe this is better on 2-player. No, it isn't. There's going to be hopeless on all of them. Look at this. Oops, the crowd pushed me back on again. But they're not really... Those audience in the foreground, that could be anything. That could be dust or penguins. Very low res for the Commodore Amiga as well. They could have done a bit better. I mean, this is 16-bit graphics, but this looks like 8-bit. I'm just doing various punches and kicking and hoping for the best. Yeah. I like that sound when she kicks though, with the air moving. That's sort of okay. God knows what this looked like on the Game Boy. Right, there's the power pill there. Can I pick that up? I bet she picks it up before me. Look, give us it. Oh, she's picked it up. She's gone green like the Incredible Hulk, and I'm going to get my butt kicked even more than usual. Yeah, she's the red bar strength, I'm the green one, and I'm dead. Well, let's have another go at beating this girl. Looks a bit like Maria Whittaker from the 80s. Maybe it's based on her. Game over! Yeah. I don't really want another go, but that woman's annoyed me. Right, let's have one last go then of beating her up. I wanted to change to the kickboxer or the martial arts person, but I don't think it's letting me. Show no mercy in a very lazy standard font. Well, they certainly showed no mercy to their audience here. Oh, we've got to beat the executioner. I thought we was going to fight that lady again. So we don't... Oh, punch the belly, that worked. So we haven't got to start right from the beginning again. Just from this guy with a hood. Blimey, we're doing better. Who cares? Music's quite monotonous now. Deary me. How many deary me's can I get into one video? You can't like this, can you? Oh, there's a new move. Forward roll. There we go. That's the element of surprise. If I do it 20 times, it'll be the last thing he'll be suspecting. I'd rather play Ready to Rumble on the Game Boy Advance than this. I'd rather play anything instead of this. Now this is if I were to do my contender for worst 10 games ever, this may well get into it, you know. I'd rather play Crazy Cars 2 than this. Well, this is exciting. Can't wait till it's made into a movie with the same graphics. Please kill me. Oh, I've killed him, right. Now we should be fighting that woman again, should we? That caused so much trouble in the last round. Where are you, girl? Yes, and the forklift of money goes up in the warehouse of doom. Which is probably where this bloke's going to be working, or probably the writers of this game work in a warehouse now. Not that there's anything bad about working in a warehouse, but it doesn't compare to designing computer games. If you can actually say there has been design on this one. I do like good conversions, but there's very few of them, especially on the Amiga. Don't know why, the Amiga could have done it. Oh, it's not the girl, it's this bloke, Lando Calrissian. Now, I've stuck with this game longer than I thought I was going to do, but I think we'll call this the last fight, as I throw him over there, and he deserves it. Perhaps the secret of this to doing well is pretend your opponent is actually the writers of the game. Am I dead? I'm dead. Well, it hasn't come a moment too soon, or maybe 10 minutes too late. Game over! Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Pit Fighter on the Commodore Amiga, published by Domark in 1991. Thanks for watching as always. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye!
Goodbye.